Hello friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today, let me back up. This past weekend, today's Monday, I'm filming this when I'm putting this up. This weekend I worked a lot. I didn't get paid for all of it, but I worked a whole heck of a lot. And I had to wear makeup, which is great. I like wearing makeup, but I got several compliments this weekend on how good my makeup looked, usually after I'd been wearing it for like 10 plus hours. And it occurred to me that I have mastered the art of sweat-proof makeup. I have oily combo skin. I get oily in my T-zone. I get the mustache sweat a lot, which is super cute. And my makeup usually holds up. So I thought I would make a video to share with you guys my tricks. This is like my quick and easy out the door work makeup. It's just really easy and it feels good on the skin and it's really quick. If you guys want to see how I did this and how to get makeup that is long lasting yet easy, then just keep watching. Okay, so I'm starting off with a bare face. I just have some moisturizer on. That's it. So I'm gonna start off with my face primer. I always start with my face primer and then move on to my eyes. And it kind of just depends on what your skin needs. If you're dry, I would definitely go for something hydrating. I'm just gonna do a little bit of pore filling today. I'm gonna use the Estee Lauder, the smoother. I really like this stuff and it's really lasting me a long time. I've only used it down to like here. You can't see that here, and I've had it for 3 months. That being said, like I switch up my products every day, so I don't typically use the same thing on an everyday basis. But yeah, I just put that kind of where my pores are. You can also find mattifying primers if you are really oily. I just don't really like the feel of mattifying primers, plus I have combo skin, so you know, what I need mattified one day is gonna be the Sahara Desert the next day, so who knows. But I'm really just putting this in my T-zone. I do have some fine lines going on my forehead that you really can't see, thank God, but try to fill those in. A primer can only do so much, you know. Okay, so now we're gonna go in with the Urban Decay Primer Potion, but this is in the color Sin. So it has a color to it. It's just like a shimmery champagne color. It matches the I think it's a Naked One, the color Sin. It matches that pretty well. It's just like a champagne-y taupe. And I'm gonna put that all over the lids. If you feel like you need to, you can use a concealer first and cancel out any veins. I don't really care, and this is supposed to be quick and easy. So I just put a little bit on and then blend it out with my finger. Try to blend it, okay, here's the thing. Some people are gonna hate this because you do have a little bit of like shimmer in the crease, and I know how people feel about that. It's fine. If you don't have oily lids and you can just wear eyeshadow and it won't crease, then just go straight to eyeshadow. But this is a good base for me that I don't really have to layer on top of. If you hear my laundry, I worked all weekend, so I'm multitasking. Okay, so I'm using my Soft Glam today from Anastasia. You can use whatever you want. I'm taking this is a satin cream color. A matte would be preferable, but just throw it on your brow bone. Okay, so now I'm gonna take the color Burnt Orange right there and use that as my transition shade. If you want, you could just use bronzer, whatever you need. Okay, so now I'm gonna take a slightly smaller brush. Okay, I'm gonna use a Morphe crease brush. I don't know what number this is. And I'm gonna use the color Rustic. You could use really any of these colors right here. Just some sort of matte brown that you want. Try not to think too hard about it. You know what, I'm gonna go crazy because I am thinking too much about it. I'm gonna mix it a little bit When I first found out that you could mix powder eyeshadows, my mind was absolutely blown. So maybe I just blew your mind. Comment down below. And you know, like I normally do, I'm just putting this in the outer crease, outer corner. And now we're just going to take a small angled liner brush. This one is from Morphe. Yes, super thin. And I'm going to take Cypress Umber, which is a super dark brown matte color. And we're just going to line the outer half. You could wing it out if you'd like. I do not particularly care to. Can you see my baby hairs going crazy? This is probably the loudest video I've ever made. I feel like with laundry going and the fan going, it's just all sorts of crazy up in here. But it's still 95 plus degrees in Texas. So, you know, happy fall. So in terms of foundation, find what works for you. If you have oily skin, I think these recommendations will be good for you, like oily combo skin. If you have dry skin, a couple of my suggestions might work for you. So if I was going to wear a foundation for just like one shift, so like, you know, we'll say scale from 1 to 10, 10 being so greasy and so sweaty that I look like I just went swimming, I would say one shift this time of year is like a 5 or a 6, depending, right? So then for that, I would probably do the IT Cosmetics CC cream. I might do a regular BB cream. I just think this has a little bit better staying powder than like my Maybelline BB Fresh. You could also do the Makeup Forever HD. This looks like it's terrible. It's running out. I love this foundation. It's got kind of a dewy slash skin-like finish. It's just really pretty. The staying power is little above average, but for the most part average. This is way above average for a CC cream, but in terms of other foundations, I would say it's about comparable to the Makeup Forever. So if you're a little bit drier, this could be good for you. If you are really dry, I would even shear it out with a facial oil, and that could really help you. That's a good tip for you, Mom, if you want to do that. I know you're watching this. I'm just gonna talk directly to you. I'll call you eventually. I don't know what my life is. But yeah, shear this out with a facial oil or a facial serum or something that's a little bit hydrating, even your regular moisturizer, and that can help just like shear out the coverage, but also help it sink into your skin a little bit. If you're oily-ish, I would not shear this out with moisturizer. You could maybe shear it out with a primer, but it is pretty hydrating in itself. So there's that. If I was gonna work a double, or if I knew I was gonna be outside, Estee Lauder Double Wear. I wore this on my wedding day. I wore this actually this past Friday because I worked in the morning and then I went to the comedy club that night, so it was like a 13-hour day for me. So I had my makeup on for over 13 hours actually. And my foundation still looked amazing. I think I touched it up with powder once about 5 o'clock. I put on my makeup at about 9, touched up at 5, got home about 11:30, maybe closer to midnight, and then it was off by midnight. And it looked great. Like I normally get a lot of fading around my nose. I had very little of that. My nose was a little bit shiny, but the rest of my face looked awesome. And then this, I wore this all day yesterday, and I was working all day, and to be frank, I got my booty kicked because we were super busy. I work in the heart of cowboy country, go sports ball, and I was inside and outside, and it was hot, and I definitely had to go hide in the walk-on cooler for a good 6 minutes, and my tables were like, where are you? And I was like, I don't know, I'm in another dimension. So this worked great yesterday. I did get a little bit of fading around my nose, but it was fine. I mean, it didn't really get greasy. I didn't touch it up. I didn't have time to touch it up. I don't even get a break. It was crazy. But it was great. And then I got like 3 compliments on my makeup yesterday, and it was basically this with this, and then like whatever else I'm gonna do. And it was super quick. I think I did my makeup in like 15 minutes, which for me is like pretty quick because I like to take my time and watch YouTube videos and drink my coffee. By the way, my coffee cup is cute, so cute. Yeah, so the fastest way you can put this on is with your hands. That works fine. I am going to use a beauty blender today just because I like that a little bit better. And I just pop it out onto my hand. One pump is usually enough for me, and I put it on my face. Okay, so that's what it looks like on. I don't have any concealer on. I'll put a little bit of concealer, like, you know, in this area, and then of course under eye concealer. If you feel like your under eyes crease really easily, I would definitely go with something like a Shape Tape or you know, whatever concealer you have that's really long lasting. I have never had a problem with this, and frankly it's my holy grail for under the eyes, so we're just gonna do it. Put that a little bit in my nose, not in my nose, you know what I mean. Come on guys, don't twist my words. You could definitely blend this out with your fingers if you feel like that is better for you. I have nails right now, so it's a little scary to me to put those around my eye. Make sure you don't have any creasing. Okay, and then I'm gonna throw a little bit of NARS Soft Matte Complete Concealer on my pimps. Okay, let's do under eyes. I'm using the Laura Mercier Translucent to set that. Okay, and then I'm going to use my MAC Studio Fix powder in NC15. I like this powder because it does have coverage. It is technically a powder foundation. I just used it as a setting powder, but it does have a light coverage. But this does really help my makeup stay on a lot better. It touches up really well. It's great. Absolutely great. Okay, so as you can see, I still have a little bit of luminosity from the foundation and just my skin because I'm so beautiful and glowing. I hate myself. Let's go back to eyes really quick. I'm gonna use that same Morphe crease brush and the burnt orange color and run that right under my under eyes. Sorry, under my lash line. Under my under eyes would be my cheeks. Okay, and now let's do brows. I kind of bounce around when I do my makeup. I know it doesn't seem as quick, but it is pretty strategic because it gives, like, you know, each part of my makeup a chance to set before I layer it. And I do think that layering makeup can be the key to longevity in terms of like staying power, but doing it wrong can also be a key to, you know, cake face and meltdown. I'm using my NYX micro brow just super lightly. Ooh, look at that, a good brow day. Ooh, I had to pluck like 3 hairs out of this guy and now it's like working with me. I love it. Okay, I'm gonna do the Anastasia clear brow gel just to set those bad boys. I'm gonna curl my lashes, which is something I've been doing lately. I don't normally, so that's fun. You can skip that step if you so choose. What mascara do I want to use? Let's do Urban Decay Perversion on the top lash. Oh, this might be a regret. I don't know. Let's see. Not a regret. Not a regret. Not a regret. This mascara definitely does smudge on me on the lower lash line. It did me dirty one day at work and it was just like halfway down my lash and I was like, what? And that was like a regular day. Like, it wasn't hot. I didn't cry, which is rare for me because I cry like every day. So I'm still using my Clump Crusher waterproof under the eye. Because she has never betrayed me. If you do have a lot of transfer in your mascara, waterproof is probably the best way to go. I think also using an eye primer has helped me avoid a lot of transfer, like when your mascara transfers onto your brow bone, because it isn't so like, it doesn't have as much moisture on your lid to make that mascara transfer. So that's a good tip. But also, Clump Crusher, waterproof or not, has never transferred to my brow. And as you can see, my lashes definitely touch my brow. And we're good. But yeah, I just wanted to throw that out there because Perversion is not the best in terms of not transferring. Okay, so now we're gonna do Cocoa Contour because it's my favorite and it smells good. And I saw a YouTuber literally eating her Too Faced bronzer. Please don't do that. It's weird. It goes on your face. Like, it touches your face and then you touch it in there and then you eat it. That's gross. I mean, I know it smells good, but like, it's not chocolate. Even if it has chocolate as an ingredient. I just saw that and I was like, oh my god, is she kidding? But I don't think she's kidding. Like, she wasn't like, she was just like, it was, don't do that. And she did lick her brush too. Don't do that, guys. It's weird. Ooh, I went real weird on this side. Oh no, it's fine. It's just a shadow. Okay. Okay, so you don't have to contour. I feel like I do because my face is so round. I just feel like I need some definition. I just think it looks better. And honestly, like, the forehead bronzer makes me feel really pretty. It's super weird. I can't explain it. Like, why would putting some brown on my forehead make me feel better about myself, right? But it does. Look at those dogs. Dogs. So yeah, you do what you want. YOLO. I will say, highlighter is an important step to this. I need to do blush though first, but I just want to say highlighter is important for this because then, I mean, at some point you will start to get shiny if you have oily combo skin. My vacuum is starting. The loudest video ever. Okay, so I like the highlighter because then, like, if you get a little shiny up here and here, but then you have like the intentional shine there, then it's like, oh, maybe she meant to be shiny. Oh, right? Tarte Party as my blush. I don't know why I feel like I'm rushing this video. Like, I'm not going to work today. I'm just, this is my work makeup, so I'm used to doing it quickly. I'm using my Real Techniques blush brush. And I've really been liking putting it over my nose a little bit. I think it looks good. And then plus, like, if you're sweaty and hot, and if you are anything like me, you're gonna turn a little bit red. But again, is it intentional or is she having a heart attack? Who knows? Okay, now we're gonna go in with highlighter. This is Becca Moonstone. Use whatever highlighter you want. Live your life. I support you. You have my permission. If you have dry skin, I would recommend a cream bronzer. If you have oily skin, like really oily skin, you could do a cream bronzer and then the cream highlighter, and then powder highlight on top. And that, again, that layering, it'll just really help. I'm also going to take a little bit of that into the inner corner, brighten that up, make me look like I'm not dead. That's always good. I like not looking dead. I just think that's so pretty. I love that look. You might not, in which case you live your life. I don't really care. But for me, I just love it. A little bit on my brow bone, because I like a shimmery brow bone. I always have, and I always will. I'm a child of the 90s. Thank you for focusing on me, camera. Okay, cool. So for lips, I am just gonna, okay, for lips you could do two options. You could do like a really bold lip. You could do anything with this look. If you do want to see how to do a perfect bold lip, stay tuned on Friday, because I'm gonna film right after this a tutorial on how I get the perfect bold lip, just in time for fall. But if you're wanting something quick out the door that you can reapply without thinking, you could just do like a cream finish. My lips with better color. This is the Tarte Whitney Simmons collab in Bare Bud. You can't get this anymore, I'm so sorry, but there are plenty of comparable dupes. Vacuum, go away! I named my vacuum Buddy. Oh, it's a robotic vacuum, in case that wasn't clear. He gave up. Great. Okay. I feel like the last 3 videos I've had lipstick on my teeth, and I would like to point out that today I don't. My teeth look really white. Oh, my top teeth look really white. I don't know why. Okay, so the final step to this that I think is super important and actually makes a big difference is the all-nighter setting spray. This is, how many bottles of this have I used? I honestly don't know. So many. And I love it, and I really do feel like it helps. They have a couple different versions, like they have the chill, they have, I don't know, they have like 3 or 4 different formulations. This is the all-nighter. This is the one that I prefer. It is it supposed to be mattifying? No, it just says long-lasting. It has temperature control technology, which I think is just that you spray it on your face and then it evaporates, so it mimics like what sweat does. I don't feel like it actually keeps my face cool. That would be weird. But I just shake it up and ooh. I feel like the sprayer on this one is kind of broken. But I spray it on, and then I use the flat side of my beauty sponge to just kind of pat in any droplets and make sure that that kind of gets blended, because I have had it happen before where like I had a random droplet that hit, and then like that little droplet of makeup is totally perfect, but then around it is like fading and it looks weird. So I do make sure that I do that. You can also spray it on your beauty blender when you're doing your foundation. That helps too. Yeah, so this is it. This is my kind of quick, easy, out the door makeup for work. I could use this as a base to do a performance. Being on stage is very hot. People don't think about that, but it is. It's hot and sweaty and hard work. So I would use this on stage. I would just probably throw on some eyeliner, a little bit more in the eye crease, and then a darker lip, and I'd be good to go. But it's not totally sweat proof, but it is sweat resistant, and it's just so dang easy. You know, this is the kind of makeup that I do every day, and you get used to doing it, and you can do it on autopilot and watch your YouTube videos and listen to music, and everything's great. I'm really bad at explaining things today and every day. How was I a teacher? Okay, great. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Hope you learned something cool. What are your sweat-proof tips? Leave them down below. Please subscribe, hit that bell so that you get notified every time I post a video, which is Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Follow me on social media. It is at EmilyFunBun on Twitter and Instagram. And I will see you guys on Wednesday. Thanks, guys. Bye.